That Gecko coming in.
Jet.
One of the things that we're not seeing
Okay,
at all
so
is,
Sai is on Jet.
True.
Excuret, fast game, Brimmy. So maybe we're not going to see the op that he's kind of known for in CS. Which means that Izu, instead of playing controller, is now on Sky. Which is interesting.
The Jet, at least. I mean, either way, no matter what Kong's playing, it's going to be fun. That's just
and then
given.
Yeah, and then EDG, just normal comp with double duelist.
Player right now, Rossi again is going to be more of a Sentinels type player. And for that role with
EDG used to play Chamber on this map, so it's just a Chamber for Jet.
Rossi was this player who a lot of NA people were buzzing about with his time on Turtle Troop. You know, you go back and look at his numbers; they're not that explosive. But
No King knows Zeta for the fast map.
At the right time, he's a very good teammate. Immediately when I asked Zeta about him today, the
let's
player,
see how it looks.
He said he's just so funny. He just loves having him on the roster because he's really funny. So I'm really
like I said, a lot of questions about this one, dude. Excuret, not really seen him play.
We'll see if Rossi can hold down the fort for T1 as we dive into map number 1. Bind getting ready to come up as we jump into our second series of Group B.
Someone link the stream for, yeah, thanks so much, Sheriff.
And of course, goes without saying, the Saya player versus Kong matchup here on the Duelists, on the Jets.
Excuret, he's the older brother of Forsaken.
I mean, that's probably the thing I'm maybe looking forward to the most out of all of it.
He's played CS for a long time.
So much of what's going on.
EDG on defense, T1
really,
on attack.
My eyes are really focused on Excurate and Rossi to start today. I want to see how they're slotting in with T1. I want to see
Timer.
Exactly if they're comfortable yet or not.
Thank you.
But I heard Rossi fit right in right away from T1. Like they said from the get-go.
Insta stim pack.
He was
to try and give an extra boost to the dog. This is kind of nice though. They turn the corner, realize that they can go through the smoke. In reaction, EDG two-person push over towards A. So nice reaction from them. No sentinels on this map, so probably going to see a lot of pushes. Very nice start from Rossi. His right click here was really good at the fast kill. Wasn't expecting 2 of them as well, so he did really well here. He actually he had, did he have armor? Can see.
Now it's all on Haldong, very low on HP. Would need to be some monstrous headshots in order to try to turn this one around, but Excurate is swinging around the back.
He didn't, he's had Molly's again. Alright, nice pistol from them though, I liked it. Kind of a lot down to Rossi here really. Just pinch over towards B and then, I mean it's just a normal 4-1. It's always nice with this 4-1 where just like, a lot of pressure is on the 1 here in terms of like Rossi. Just making sure that you stay alive, because you want to get the site and then pinch over towards Hookah, and it can be a little bit weird, but as long as the 1 stays alive like this, it's good.
And he's just on point with everything. Like he's doing all the right things at the right time, and the next Curate immediately kind of backfills his position towards the later stage of the round to cover that final flank.
They have a different lineup to what everyone uses.
That Haldong had.
They have a different lineup to what everyone uses, and maybe it's better. Touches both edges of long, and doesn't leak as much over towards where the orb is. It's the same lineup FNS uses. Oh really? I wonder if it's better than the normal one. Yeah, they have no idea about the second stack here. What a weird round. When does Smoggy decide to go?
No chance of handing them away back into this.
And EDG had a good read on where those flashes and where the Dizzy would be.
It's already so weird. There's 3 Guardians in play.
Hey, I mean, you're gonna go for this site. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Bang the boxes, bang the
yeah,
jukes.
I mean,
it's
honestly, it's kind of we're seeing an increase in Guardians at the moment, especially in the China region. China uses a lot of Guardians.
Yeah, just seeing if they can catch T1 a little
so it's kind of cool to see T1 doing it as well.
Just playing on both sides of that 50-50 around the corner very nicely, but then they hide themselves in spots where the flashes don't catch them, so T1 kind of momentarily.
You hate watching Guardians, but they can be pretty satisfying though. I think it's one of those. Sometimes it's pretty satisfying.
But it actually wasn't, and EDG was able to get some value out of it.
Flash goes in, so if the flash goes in, the instant reaction is to Dizzy and then flash. Oh, that's a nice overwhelm. You're gonna get flashed no matter what.
Haldong dead. Wingman going for the plan. Kong up above, wanting to try to go for the denial. Does so, dashes. He's out into the open, but still a line side player gets Carpe.
That is.
Now looks to relocate.
That is a bit of a hero run from Kong. What do you reckon, Chad? They should have played it safer and used their Gecko ult. I think so.
On the opposite side, sees the gun barrel and he's got the penetration force, but actually will just swing out wide to be able to just get the headshot.
But I tell you what, maybe. I mean, it just means the next round's gonna be huge.
Into this, but nobody will find the kill. Spike out.
Because it's gonna. They've done enough damage to mean that it's a swing round.
Rossi wanted to play this one out slowly. He's got time on his side. 46 seconds. Nobody watching. Over towards short. Chichu just around, ready to try to swing back in, but actually no.
Damn.
Doesn't even wait for
Chichu's internal clock there was kind of crazy. Still think this was a really nice round from T1. I'll be honest, they did a lot of damage on this one. I like their I like this little, this like, what is it? What would you even call this? Just force? Just force over towards showers? Like that was nice. The double flash.
Find those 2 kills, but you know it was only a matter of time before Kong would come to life. Nobody gonna hold that repeat from X-Curate very nicely. Chichu finds the perfect timing to catch Rossi before he has any hope of finding a kill on to nobody.
Okay, so yeah, like we said, Gecko ult on this one as well. So let's see if they just have a set strat with a Gecko ult.
Chichu in.
Same thing where they wait for the molly to go in.
Gonna land in there though. Keep them.
They didn't want to fight this time.
Rotate here from T1. They've been putting a lot of pressure early.
Why?
Onto long B. So this time around, they're thinking, let's maybe spread it a little bit. Let's try to go for some hookah pressure while Rossi maintains things on the other side of the map. And the dealt with.
Dog and fish.
Toxic screen come out to buy some time, but time players in the back.
Dashing in, but they don't check the sides. Chichu sat there in the smoke, keeping himself safe.
Okay, Carpe did great to get a kill here and make this one doable. I like the strat from T1. They've actually been cooking up some stuff. This is kind of nice.
Lingering forward, trying to see if he can catch anybody off guard, but he's not looking.
But that's okay. And then now they're going to clear here and now they can hit site knowing that it's a 2-2. Chichu's timing is incredible. How is he getting this third kill? It's like that. It's like the Dizzy didn't even flash him.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad. It was fast as well. Like it didn't even look like he struggled. Like it was just instant.
Kong was just tucked over on the side.
Yep.
Right in
he read that. He read
like we're all panic spraying here, and he
they're able to get their other players on the other side of the toxic screen into the octagon.
He is making that look easy.
You know, he's just waiting for
not easy to do. Okay.
So tunneled in to those 2 players because T1 has that information.
So that was a big swing round. Probably should have built up a little bit more than it did, but it's fine.
He was ready. Easy money for him. And Rossi just not looking in the right place at the right time. A couple rounds, just getting into the groove of things a little bit, but now the buy is a little bit weaker here. Guardians really being favored by T1 so far today. Seems to be that this is something they're identifying as a better, weaker buy option for them.
Nobody just dropping off the top of the tube, playing backside. Flash into elbow, Dizzy over the top. Nobody gonna be noted.
I mean, they had 2 shots from the Dizzy, so they kind of get some info with that. That is everything. I mean, they're going to win this round now, maybe. Let's keep an eye on the double flank. The double flank is definitely the one. They're going to overwhelm Chichu.
Really looking to try to get control of this elbow and also get that Vandal out of Chichu's hands. Kong in the meantime, though, does open things up. Finds one, but side player. A little bit of a jump scare surprise onto him. Rossi at range, finishing off with that stinger. Takes out the enemy Viper. That's all on Haldong and Smoggy to try to turn this one. Both approaching here from Hookah. Push up, sees one. Extra going to be taken down. Smoke not yet dissipating. Saya player holding down from 2. Gets the last 2
what
kills.
around from Saya. All from the Sheriff kill, really. Sheriff kill goes in, picks up the gun, and then just kills 3 more with it. This was very nice from him. They also waited out the hit pretty well. Reaction from EDG was okay. Maybe they should have rotated a bit earlier, but they decided to push through mid, and then no one was watching showers, so they couldn't really have that extra rotate on this one. It's very nice from Saya.
They keep Chichu locked down, give Saya the ability kind of find another kill.
Saya has knives, Excurate one away, so maybe we go see a duel for the orbs. Can gets his op out, and they want to protect one of the, well, they actually want to protect both the orbs at the moment.
His blades if needed, but T1 so disciplined there, the comms and the coordination so good on that round for them. So you can see that this roster is already looking pretty good, going up against the likes of a team as good as EDG, as we know EDG is so strong.
So nice timing on this push. Chichu's here as well, so Can can just hold, and Chichu can make all the space he wants. About to see Spike, maybe.
Waiting to go on the push, and he's checking for it. The double swing finds the kill, but the up Kong comes into play. Izu going to be struck down. Looks
Honestly,
for another. That's going to send extra
probably pretty lucky to not lose the brim there in my mind.
Not sure if the op is relocated. He's just sat here in hookah. Haldong. Close to the corner. The swing comes in. Managing to get one before
Nice
falling.
trade.
Saya player swinging out from showers. Takes out
Oh, Carpe got a really important kill on the rotate here.
As he tries to rotate around.
The Gecko Lurk.
Nobody. Here in the 1v2. He manages to get one.
It's fine. You had a really good round before this.
He knew that Carpe
We'll let him off.
Back in hookah. Flash goes out. Full flash does.
Yeah, and just the flash bending all the way round just really made him believe that he was more towards the back of the site. So such a nice flash here.
What an interesting setup there from EDG. You send Chichu out early.
Really good flash.
Kind of you don't get any contact from T1 with their utility off the rip, and so you just say, okay, Chichu go lurk. Kong
nice 1v2 from him.
In case there is, the trade over towards market. And that's really nice, but then Saya finds some big kills, but then at the end, Saya whiffs just enough. Nobody's crouched. Maybe just kind of catches him a little bit off guard.
It was just that.
From nobody and the clutch.
It's just actually means it's a brutal. Oh my.
The blade storm to save a little bit of cash.
So they want to crunch over to this. At least they wanted to. Yeah, crunch goes in. Double ults on this one. This was so nice. All close, and then we just raise ult behind it. Dog goes in to confirm that they are in here as well. It's really cool. It's a nice little combo for sure. It's expensive, but in terms of the rounds, big buy round to do it on. It's nice. ALS, good to see you, dude. How you doing?
Cloudburst coming down the rush forward. Side player not able to find him. Rossi will trade one back, but Haldong now finding Rossi. Shot. The next there on an expert pushes out of the smoke, and Haldong.
Nicely done. Yeah, I like this round. This was really nice.
Standing. EDG taking a lead.
Just love the coordination with the ults here by EDG. The orbital strike into the showstopper, knowing that they're going to have the space, takes a couple of ticks of damage.
Yeah.
Well worth it.
Yeah, he heavy committed with his ult here into the zone breach ult. Yeah, I like this. It's nice.
Very nicely done here from EDG. Lead established for the time being. Saya player.
Doing good. Okay, good to hear, bro. Nice to see.
Still can do some significant damage.
Tons of ults here for T1.
Heaven?
You've got the thresh, you got the pit,
or backside.
you've got the orbital strike, so a lot of space.
Oh, okay, real close. Fills up every corner of this as well, so it's kind of nice. Damn, they used a lot into this one though.
Pulls off that spray for just a brief little moment. Does manage to find the kill to Carpe, but inside players able to trade it back. Puts his way up into the smoke. Smoggy wanted to create some distance, realizing, yep, okay, the guy who's near me, he's got a judge. I need to play this from range. Get tucked away, Spike planted, nobody pushing forward, finding Excurate. Chichu clutches out Rossi, and that's the pit now drop. Saya player out into the open, ends up getting taken down. Suddenly it's all on Izu, and he will fall.
Chat,
Smoggy with the final headshot.
Chat, I'll be fully honest right now. They're losing rounds because they're whiffing.
EDG somehow
like, they just keep missing.
Able to really turn things around so quickly, finding that pit from Rossi, taking him out, and that's just... The round just collapses on the back of it. Saya player doing what he can. But that pitfalls. Chichu out vipering Rossi there. Not much Izu can do from that point. EDG here looking crisp. Excurate, a little bit shaky. Some of these early rounds.
Yeah,
pick it
a
up.
little bit shaky for sure.
Still have Seekers,
Money's
still
super
have
low, so important round for T1.
from
2-9 loss bonus.
So
Ult goes down, and they wanted to at
win.
least send it. Are they going to
Still cycle
cancel?
a few more ults here for T1, so
Yeah.
not the end of the world. Chichu,
Right?
Yeah, Chichu gonna invest.
Please don't do
bit of his
something
own
crazy like walk
in
in.
a little bit of pressure. They're gonna try to clear him out.
Okay, ball gets cleared. Push their way forward there for a
Okay,
bit, but now
not too
decide to
bad.
try to back away. Get the kill right off the rip, so finding it not that
Liquid?
worth the
I mean,
try
yeah, it was very
themselves.
convincing from Liquid.
Didn't just
But
pivot
again,
that
they were,
concept.
again, as coach, sub, I wouldn't look into it too much.
To try and get
Other
locked
than the
on.
fact that
Literally,
Liquid
that
had
was
like
just
a
the
good
thing.
game plan
It's the
and looked at
exact
it
same
like
thing.
as a unit.
Even the Seekers can run in right behind the back of him.
And Kiku honestly
potentially
looks really
try to
decent
find the
at the
kills
moment.
that way.
He's fragging
Chichu,
well.
if you just wait enough time here.
Sub was
able to
goated.
spot him
Sub
out.
was goated, to be fair,
My
yeah.
goodness. Trying to force him away from the teleporter there with the molly, but Pichu just unwavering. Keep still, doesn't get clipped by any of those.
So,
Now
see,
because
this
of
round here is like an interesting
T1
round in
starting
terms
to
of the
get ushered over
calling.
towards the A site where there's 3 players waiting for them.
Including the operator of Kong Kong.
It hasn't
Going
been
to
great.
be
He's
easy.
in such a forward position.
But at least they didn't try and force through.
Thrash now is going to be unleashed. Flash goes in, but does not go his way. Aldong trying to hold the line, managing to find one before getting dropped. Extra picking up the kill. Off from Kong Kong, finds another. Goes up into the air.
Damn.
It's a headshot with the knives.
How was that a
Coming
headshot?
Through. Can they interrupt it? Flash comes in. They do so, but now they have to stick to plan. Rossi trying to protect. He
Whoa.
manages to do so.
Oh
Spike
my
is
god,
planted.
what are we
Off
watching?
recovered. Both players so very low, and it all comes down to Chichu.
Oh
as he swings the corner.
my
Carpe gets the headshot.
God.
My God, what a recovery! T1 somehow win the round.
Unreal. What a round. That
Yeah, I mean, what a
That
round.
was a treat to watch. I thought
Yeah.
Kong Kong had this one over when he hits the shot,
How?
pops up into the air, find the blade as well. I mean, this is just so phenomenal. And then, but Rossi here, great heads-up play to cover, knowing the player's going to be pushing out there. Of course, the spray
Bro, give me nobody's
early, trying to
POV, dude. How?
cancel the plant. Carpe very aware
What
of
is
the
this
offense
game
this
at the
time.
moment?
T1 finding value where it didn't feel like maybe there would be any Achilleos. That looked maybe like it was over. Now they're going to carry the op over into Saya players' hands.
I mean, again, maybe the calling was actually better than I thought here, because at least they didn't force through the Viper ult, which honestly, I feel like old T1 wouldn't have done. Old T1 used to have some,
They're really trying to find this op.
used to just play a little bit like ranked, where they would take map control and then force. And it felt like they could never cancel. So maybe, even though I felt like the cancel was a little bit late and they probably need to do more pressure elsewhere, probably a good sign for them in the bigger picture. Dude, this is weird. Gecko's pushing.
Now he does.
There is so much going on, man.
That's just an easy kill delivered out to Kong Kong.
What a play.
Picking that one
Wow,
up,
they
nobody
get
in the
both of
meantime.
those as
Also
well.
gonna be
Nicely
finding
done from
Carpe.
EDG. She had their angles
Down with
pretty
the
well
Fuka.
covered.
Seems like Excrit and Izu both still playing over towards that side. Want to see if Rossi can maybe find something on the lurk. Maybe he can draw some attention. He can intercept these rotations.
The Carpe Gecko luck, it wasn't too bad on this round though. Like, this in my mind was more just like EDG doing really good to just clear this so well. Like, on paper there, he's probably good for one at least. Okay, that's more what I want to be seeing. Give me those crispy shots. That's what I'm talking about.
EDG's brim, and 6 rounds now secured here.
That was very impressive from Aldong.
Yeah, that was
Shooting
really
very
nice.
crisp.
That's
It's
what
just a
we
great
that's what we
setup play there.
expect. That's what we want to
Again,
see.
using that information against them, the toxic screen is there to cover the movements, and it just doesn't really
Damn,
register
dude
with
is
Saya
calm
player
with
that
the
anybody
taps
could have
there as
stuck
well
underneath
on the
him like
second one.
that. Just a very cute little play from EDG, and that really starts to set the snowball in that round, and really downhill.
Kong Kong posted on truck, really the Excrit for any of these sheriffs to try to find the shot. Doesn't just go for a timing here. Boombot sent forward, goes off, gets quite a bit of damage across.
The Boombot actually did
Still able to find one,
some.
but Kong Kong gets the collat. Izu and X-Grit both going to be taken down. Now Kong looks to relocate back up over towards Heaven. The rotation coming through Chichu and nobody making their way over towards short, but weapons have been recovered. Vandals now in hand. It looks like
Good luck, Rossi. You got to win the round.
These two players.
He's got a Guardian as well. Oh, man. Dude, look at their pre-aim, though. There's a nice turn. There's a nice dash away. Carpe gets a kill, he gets all, but... Nice, he done. I mean, they keep winning some of these low binds here. I mean, they're winning a lot of rounds over towards A. We've got to say that much as well. After the like initial B rounds, A looks a little bit better for them.
The way that they're recognizing this situation, Saya,
yeah, the TP away was nice.
He's like, okay,
Man, how did he get two there?
I got to get out of here. A little bit off. Great crosshair placement from nobody. He was just so ready for that position. Saya, that is disgusting. So fast. And then Carpe,
yeah, last two rounds have been really nice for the shots. It's been a real it's been a real mixed bag of this game already.
They're able to work at a treat. Saya pops the blades. Kong potentially with the op.
Interesting they keep doing this where they like want to take long so heavy that they just smoke it off. Like they put a lot of emphasis on taking this.
But they'll just go ahead and back away. Orbital strike now going to be sent actually behind Hookah.
Okay, so they want to take Hookah back on this one, so they at least keep a lot of map control. So I kind of like this from EDG. They weren't happy with having like no map control in terms of Long and Hookah here. So the ult far back to take Hookah was pretty good.
In the meantime, nobody though gets himself swung out wide. Pushing through, Hookah finds a kill.
They still have this is the thing as well, and this is like where having this map control is just the best because the angles are too much here. The constant pressure of Hookah here just means that you kind of have to take elbow and just duel out.
Spike now on the floor. Nobody just behind Carpe here. It's a flash behind. Carpe says, okay, I heard that. Now I know where you are.
I think this plan's pretty good. And then the heavy double swing over towards the back here. I like it. Yeah, they had to try something like this. I thought the idea wasn't too bad at all. Yeah, what a weird... I saw some like insanely nice rounds and some not so nice rounds. It was,
really smart stuff here from EDG in a lot of rounds, but in this round,
I liked honestly some of the T1 had some new stuff at the beginning. Like what first 3, 4 rounds we saw some new stuff from them, which actually looked good as well.
Kind of aware of it. I think the timing was just a little bit quicker than he expected, and it catches him off guard here. And you can see nobody is just a little bit crisper and faster, and then they all
time
start
check.
Swarming from
Just wait for the
that, you know, Kong is
once it happens again.
Disgusting with the op. Yeah. So clean, so smart. But you know, it's the little things here for EDG. It's the little plays that they make.
Yeah, it's just
with their utility to set up a player for success. And whether it be Kong, whether it be nobody, it doesn't matter who it is. You know, they're utilizing their utility to give that individual player that extra advantage.
Well, now T1 able to pick up that first pistol round. We'll see if they can do the same going into this second half. Try and take one step
Brim
closer
up.
Tying things up.
Yeah, they have two like heavy op players,
those first
right?
2 rounds, the pistol into the anti-eco have not been able to string any two together. Yep. Rounds have been very separated. EDG, I mean, very close a lot of these rounds, but EDG have been able to eke out the wins. They find themselves with an advantage. Now shifting over.
Bro, you look bro, you look 40 bro, you look 40 years old. What is happening? Get some sleep. Dude, we are getting near to 40, dude. I mean, that's the sad reality. If you want to give me a picture of you as well, I'll pop you up on the stream. Let's critique you. That'd be fun. Post your picture in chat. Let's go for it. Chat can go mad as well.
A lot of it was like kind of based on these really high coordinated executes that they could set up.
All right, let's see what happens with pistol.
You know, all things considered, a lot of positives for both teams. Especially T1.
Get him personal, bro. Sometimes you gotta hit back. What can I say?
So, your typical IGL, the guy who wore that mantle for the entirety of 2023, you've got to be impressed with what you've seen here so far. And EDG, you know, a lot of kind of cool little trap plays, trick plays. Gotta run.
Dude, they force through the molly? Oh my goodness, man.
Very much assisting, but how long in the meantime? Going to be able to find Saya player. Down just outside of teleport. Snowbound, Concon dead on the entry. Jets out of the fray here as Izu will be able to find nobody. Continues to push back up, and then Howdong right back through. Manages to find that elimination.
Felt like the double smokes almost didn't go great for them, but... Oh my goodness.
48 HP versus 80, however. Chichu, he just has a classic. Right click. He's pushing up. It could end him, but Excurid gets the kill. The clutch comes through.
Okay, two pistols.
Will somehow, some way,
the double pistol kings, 1v3. I mean, relatively quiet half from him, first half. But that is, I mean, that's massive impact.
T1 asunder, but then this happens. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Please, more of this for 2024, Excurate. More of that.
I mean, just absolutely disgusting. This time around, looks like they will bring a Vandal into the fray here as well as the Bulldogs, and not just going to be the full Guardian squad for T1.
Right there.
Outside player situated up on top of truck. Kong dropping back down.
Three.
Okay, Carpe
Oh
takes
my.
a little second to respond, but eventually he
Dude,
gets the headshot. Does
how are the
Chichu.
rounds differing so much? We saw like 2 rounds with some questionable aim, and now everyone is hitting mad shots. Evanson, RDS, thank you so much for the 5 months, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for the prime. Nerves, yeah, good to be, honestly. They were relatively early on, I guess.
The flicks he has are just out of this world. Even though he's kind of a delayed reaction, like you said, didn't see the ponytail right away. It's like bang, just instant. I mean, Chichu, a great response, but I mean, you know, sometimes you see it with like sheriffs and guardians and stuff with Carpe, where he's just like so clean with it. You're like, okay, should this just be the gun used all the time? Oh, opt for Saya, pushing up pretty far forward, but.
Flash goes long. I'm pretty sure it hit.
Curious if they anticipate this at all, given that it is just a bonus round for T1.
You would probably not, but with how much money they have, maybe you can read it.
Given that it is
yeah, pretty bold buying the op into this one, but it looks like it might be good for one.
Idea that this could be in play. You can see them playing very cautiously, but inevitably Chichu is creeping closer and closer. Comes into that line.
Okay, they're definitely on top of it. Okay, looking into the tendencies maybe of how T1 like to play it. Honestly, it's actually very, very common to do this in China, so it might just be second nature in terms of them being aware of it.
Izu and Rossi looking to hold the line here, but that garden access is completely open for the time being.
Great
and as we can see, minimap wise, this is a huge call for EDG to avoid the 3.
Anyway. Little confirmation with some utility across both sides. Izu's bailing right into a paint shell.
That paint shell will get a little bit of damage. Izu able to take down Kong before he falls. Rossi now trying to hold Chichu.
It's a shame though, because I like the reaction of this.
From T1 lingering here in hookah, but the site is EDG's. Fight does not go deep enough. But what can Rossi do? Everybody's playing backside within the tube. Not being given the angles, sees the armor, but he cannot get the kill. Chichu finds him an outside player, the last man standing with that.
Dizzy here? I mean, he was fully tucked behind this box, so it's not massively Dizzy's fault.
It's just good awareness from EDG. Is really all it takes.
I guess you just got to be aware, like once this flash doesn't hit, that they could be there.
Only losing Kong, no problem at all.
I still like the protocol though, in terms of like they take over towards here, you hold heavy on this, and we TP through with the Dizzy check-in, then you can double swing. Defend no bro like this. That's actually true, yeah.
Disciplined play from Chichu. That's basically the round right there. They're able to come through and have a nice job. And T1 taking a timeout here, okay.
Drawing, yeah, I know. But the YouTube guys who watch the VOD are going to be very thankful that I drew, so it's okay.
Losing the bonus was also the slippery slope that they went on in the first half. True. So it's like Autumn wanting to just go ahead, pump the brakes a little bit,
I've done it every map though. Every map I'll say like here, and I'm like, oh yeah, you guys can't see.
Also, to post up side player, make him a little bit less predictable, make sure that he's not going to be sitting on a line that is very easily scoutable, as we saw from Chichu in that last round.
Right, precisely. You know, you gotta wonder if there's going to be some maybe attention paid toward Longs B, because that seems to be where a lot of the action on the map has been happening on both sides of the coin. Or if maybe they'll send him out into showers, try and contest that space a little bit. Didn't go so good when he did it on the attacker side, but obviously defender side.
It's a pretty early timeout from them. They haven't even... I imagine this is more just a plan on what they want to do instead of what the enemy's doing.
Not sure.
Or
I haven't seen
maybe
too
there's
much.
just something in the comms. Sometimes this will happen with coaches too, where
it is a
comms
big
are
buy
getting a
round.
little messy, or they aren't quite. People aren't focusing the way you'd want them to. I've had coaches tell me that they'll take timeouts based on just that.
Sure.
And that could be something like that.
I mean, if it feels like, you know, Carpe, who is basically taking up this mantle for the first time.
Right.
You know, if things aren't being communicated clearly enough. It's a good point, yeah. Could be the opportunity to go ahead and slow things down.
Oh, they have a punish for this.
Going through, and that Trailblazer still managing to find a daze. Man going to be cleared out. Rossi full.
Oh my God.
Carpe, however, back over at Showers, the action has unfolded.
That was kind of nice. Rossi didn't really have to do much on this. Just his pressure here alone has been nice. Yeah. Oh, extra TP means that B is now weak, so they might just double TP, right?
Love the pressure here onto Showers from T1. It's Aya player just waiting at the exit.
Honestly, the idea with this was good though in the 4v2 that we TP away and then they just expected that he was the closest person to enable the lurk. It's just the fact that we lost the spike and Sai was so aggro. Kind of like the idea from both teams here. The initial idea from T1 in terms of the crunch was really good, and the like 2v4 reaction from EDG was pretty good, to be honest. It's just if Sire isn't here, that's like a really good way to. If Sire isn't hookah, it's a really good way to win this round.
You know, I thought Showers control something that might be considered by both teams. Just how long B had been so highly prioritized. You know, teams often want to change things up, and it's T1 using this toxic screen, similar to what we saw with EDG, a bit of a different angle, but a similar idea in a way.
Oh, farm saving, yeah, not too bad, getting the most out of it.
Push some space on the back of it, catch him in the
right
showers,
there, yeah, right where I drew.
Get Rossi pushed up into that corner. Sort of
not too bad for T1. 3 people alive, 3,000.
A large advantage in the round.
Definitely a good timeout. Paid off in the end.
Sort of just funnel him right into Saya player, and
I think Rossi did great. Even though Rossi like literally kind of did next to nothing, it was good, if that makes sense. Just his pressure alone was pretty much everything.
EDG though, dangerously close to several of these ultimates. We see the orbital available here for the side of T1. Carpe nearly with that thrash online. Viper's pit with that final orb taken in Showers from Chichu gets one off the pit. Yep. 2 from Smoggy here for that showstopper, 2 for Haodong.
Okay, massive buy round. EDG's money is going to be done after this.
Hesitant to use it so far in this map today.
Carpe goes over towards Long, gets ult, so we now have Carpe's ult and Xcred's ult in the big buy round.
On how they want to play around that ult. So maybe just something that's taking a little bit of time.
And they have Sires getting full info over towards Showers.
Integrated.
Volley sent out. And okay, yeah, Kong still able to find that kill. Now orbital strike, however, going to be sent in. Stops him from jumping out of hookah, but damage not really going to be found. The heals start coming from nobody. Topping up this jet for the entry. Side player still posted over outside of Showers. Is not here to help peel off any of this pressure. That could very well come through from EDG, but it looks like they're going to make the call.
Oh my God.
Nobody, however, does get spotted. The trade attempt not going to be found. Flash goes in. Kong
dude, what a savior. I like the idea to flash back through this.
Right now, still in the hands of EDG. And Saya player statuesque not moving off that A site. Seems like he's fairly confident that the teleporter will get taken here, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Smoggy is 1 kill away from ult, same with Chichu, so maybe that would change this round as well. This is interesting. So they cut sounds to try and make sure that there would be a rotate come in if they did have a stack here. So I like the idea. Chichu's just a savior though.
He's only got an operator in his hand. He can pick up a rifle within Hookah.
Yeah, and that's a strong ult.
But is it worth the risk when you're playing in
With an op against this as well? I mean,
one away from having that
might pick up a rifle and just spam this.
This is... it's going to take a little bit of luck, potentially. They pinged it out, but he went right over it.
Comes over the top, and Chichu
yeah,
will
what a
just be
sick
able to
run
knock
from
him
Chitu
down.
here.
Finds the kill.
Izu got a little bit unlucky. Smoggy did great.
And just another one going into the next round, but EDG will once again move up, regain a lead.
Where was Sai during all of this? Just holding over towards A. Sai didn't really do anything wrong here.
Carpe kind of getting a little aggressive on top of
Predict to win this? I mean, definitely EDG, and you would have to win this. We just haven't seen anything from T1, so we don't really know.
Sprays right through the box, right into Excurate. After him and Rossi had gotten a nice double, or 2 kills between each of them, and this is quite fascinating with T1. Like, what? Yeah, okay.
Fishing for a jet.
Yeah, but you can see EDG is extremely cautious.
It's a strong default. They just flash over towards showers. The shower flash didn't hit, so they didn't feel like they had to do any extra pressure over towards showers. So now they can just group heavy over towards here, knowing that they've already kind of created a question mark towards showers because they flashed it early. So I don't know if they've been doing that all the time, but
wisely swaps to the classic, clear the
that was nice though.
Want to make it known, but as that flash connects,
yeah, okay, nice. This is real nice, and the flashes again was just put down these flashes, by the way.
Izu cannot trade it fast enough. Smoggy gives himself a second kill. Rotations now coming through here from T1.
Oi, where there's look at that molly though. That's so unlucky, dude.
Trying to break this back open, and I think with Carpe dying, that is the door slammed shut in your face.
Not much left to do. They're going to see this hop too. They want it.
Uh-oh. And they can keep chasing forward. Side player, no dash, no cloud bursts, no nothing. 3 peeks, finds one. Gets the catch on the Kong. The swing around, coming in from behind. Chichu making his way over towards A. The jiggle peek. Not going to find anything to flash. Not connecting.
Oh, man, he's so wrecked.
Side player continuing to backpedal. To jump around the corner. He gets one. It's his last blow of the chamber. Gets the no scope, but it has nothing else to work
they're pretty
with.
good. They pick up the op though, right?
Well,
no, okay, they don't want
now
to.
get themselves a 2-round lead.
I mean, did good damage in the end.
Finally, EDG confident enough and with enough of a bankroll behind it to start.
Yeah, force them to eco. They don't have to worry about the judge as well.
Sole surviving op for Saya. The good news for Saya though, able to get the Blade Storm off of all of those kills. So economically not the end of the world, but EDG here just dissecting the defenses of T1 so nicely, catching Rossi out. Izu's been creeping up underneath that hookah window many times. Doesn't take Smoggy too long to react to it with that showstopper. And now Kong is going to be
big change up from T1 and low buy here.
Off of Saya player from the previous round, so nice carry over here.
Crunch over towards the middle area, market area.
Set up some kind of combo
Oh, the
play.
flashes.
Oh my god.
Wow, Smoggy has... That's... I can't believe he gets a kill here. He did incredible. It's like the worst situation possible.
Yep, there's the right click in. Izu taken out up on the corner. Gets one. Doesn't have anywhere to go, so Excurate will be able to take him out, but Chichu swings in. Gets shut down. Brings this now into a potentially
1v4 potential.
Just a molly to work with, however. As the plant comes down, nobody trying to assess where he thinks it's going to be coming from, and there you go.
Well, that was going to happen.
Turns his sights back over towards short. Gets the kill.
What's this low by though? And it could have gone a lot better if they got this first kill.
Yeah, love the change of
could have
pace
gone
from
way
T1.
better.
Just get aggressive. See if you can get something going with that updraft Blade Storm right down market. You know, Smoggy there gets flashed, but he's able to recover before T1 is fully able to get into there. Yeah, Kong. That almost feels easy for him, like the way that he reacts to stuff. So good, but yeah, Excurate there. Couple good shots.
Who got pistols? T1 got double.
The mark with the read on the positioning. Viper's Pit invested for Rossi, and they're trying to spray him down.
Okay, Smoggy.
Yeah, they kind of already committed to this one.
Looks a bit foolish in the end. Rossi untouched. Flash out. Not going to be finding anything outside of hookah.
All right, must win round for T1. 4v5. Excurate. is playing with fire. What is
Molotov here now? Try to buy some time.
Haldong's got the orbital strike, so I'm kind of curious. I thought maybe they'd try to use that to get Rossi out of the pit, but for now they're just.
Can they pick ice to this event? Yeah, if they want
time to claim the site first, and then maybe use the strike to either cover the plant or just buying some time here, dealing with the thrash as well.
Yeah. Drops it right in front of truck. Still a rough spot to try to recover.
Util's pretty good at the moment.
With enough time and EDG kind of giving up a little bit of space, it could be possible, but looks like they're assessing their options here.
They've still got the both flashes. They still got
Damn, Prodigy is this couldn't be bothered with it, man.
30 seconds left.
Respect.
Don't have to be concerned that this could be a rotation back through Link and Puka. No one really watching those angles. Or T1.
They can just TP out.
They could do that too. There's the bite. Get a sense of where that 5% for a brief little
I tell you what, the util from T1,
into the bite.
pretty good on this one.
Coming down, extra goes on the swing, managing to mow down two.
Really nice. This is a nice
now
round
it's
from
just
them.
Haldong, but he's got a molly. He's got the brim ult. He's also got an idea that this flank could be coming in.
As long as
if he can deal with Saya, he's got a real shot.
I think that's so fine, GC, because yeah.
Ball going through, does get a minor tag, the Seeker there.
Yeah, and just keep this one nice and clean. Money's pretty low as well, so they need to like ensure that they get as many guns, keep as many guns as possible. So Seekers here is so fine.
2 more rounds to tie us up yet again.
Plus they need to actually win some buy rounds, hasn't been too many.
Everything in the kitchen sink there for T1 in terms of ults to get that round to work. So, all things considered, that's totally fine. You know, you even give yourself a little bit of hope, but you know the Seekers have to be used there to make sure that Haldong is not able to fully commit his attention towards Saya's rotation.
Okay, T1 need to get some rounds
really
in a row.
For EDG because now Excurate does have his orbital strike, yes, but you were able to knock a couple really big ults out of T1's hands.
Flash goes long, doesn't hit any, so this 3-person stack over towards A is going to stay strong.
2 more rounds is all you need. Haldong's been sitting on this ult for a couple rounds now, so let's see. Certainly EDG.
Excurate so far. It's been a bit of a mix, honestly. Obviously, great pistol in terms of 1v3.
Buy some space. Flash gonna push back Izu just a little bit. Oh God.
Right on the edge of the smoke.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Not showing. A little bit further. Oh, it will, but Chichu not quite ready for it. Cannot find the kill. Orbital strike now going to be invested. Carpe collects the kill.
Carpe is crazy lucky to be alive, by the way.
Gets one. Sends a shot over in towards Hookah.
Kangkang's just absolutely center. It was 5 HP though and got the first kill.
Out of showers rather. We'll take down Rossi. Identifies the position of Excurate.
Kangkang's done so well here. Saya has to do mad stuff.
Shut down the push onto the B side. He gets a second, looks for the third, the flick not quite going to connect.
Wait, we TP'd in him. Oh my.
Dude.
Saya.
Gets his mark. Kong swinging out.
Okay, honestly, really nicely played from him.
That'll be the end of the round as T1. One more round to tie us up.
And that right there is why EDG has been dodging that off as much as they can throughout this half. Because Saya is disgusting.
Yeah, I mean it was sick from him. Just straight up just 2v4, he had to make a hero play and he did.
Life very, very difficult. But this guy right here, they challenged him and they paid the price.
Excellently done there from Saya player and Excurate in perfect position to intercept.
There is no op diff, yeah.
Both brim ults now expended.
Feels like I mean, it feels like T1. It always actually feels like Saya just in general is It reminds me a little bit like Cryo, where it's just like he's fine with a rifle, but like with an op he is like so much more impactful. Like he's one of those players that it has to be your game plan pretty much every time to get an op.
Great turn from it though, Carpe managing to avoid it.
Oh my!
Going aggressive, somehow gets the kill.
Just can't get this
Nobody
kill.
arrives. Excurate going to be eliminated.
What is going on, bro? Honestly, the observing has actually been really good considering it's like a manic round. Because we actually kind of worked out what was going on there.
Looking real dangerous. Saya right through the wall finds Haldong, and Smoggy's still alive despite taking all that damage off the beginning.
One who
As if Kankan got that kill though.
on the way in. Last one standing, the last one to fall.
This is nice. EDG just low buy on this one. That's why you probably saw some mad plays from them.
Now to tie us up 11-11, and that's
a very good time for a timeout because they have no money next round.
We're looking for EDG. Some spectacular plays from T1. Starting to get their feet underneath them. We're starting to see X-Curate come online a little bit. Rossi, Johnny on the spot. Side players off. The biggest piece of the puzzle, of course, but now we're starting to see things really start to click for them. It's a good opportunity for a timeout for EDG to reset here. See how they want to change their ideas. Maybe a little more pressure towards B Long. We haven't seen them super aggressive over there. They've done a good job taking space.
Izu today. But this is a new role for him, right? Have we ever seen him on not a smoker? At least I haven't personally.
Just try to get them a little bit more on board when the players are able to really break those doors down, flood onto the sites.
Well, after with plenty to say, it's been 22 rounds of just taking notes. Yes,
he's normally a duelist. Is he really? So before this team, he was a duelist. A duelist and Sova. Oh, okay. So in theory, he can play anything then, because he's looked good on smokes when I've watched him. Oh, okay.
Looks like maybe a stinger. A little bit of run gun, perhaps.
Okay, so we have backup gun in terms of the stinger for the knives. Saya still has op, and they're going heavy to him potentially.
Push out from Long B here from T1.
3 pass and walk down with the op. This is one of those classic EDG just called a timeout, so we're going to go aggro and try and ruin their game plan. Perfect. And they have the smoke to cover it down. Who did they take down? One of the duelists? At least they have a backup duelist.
Great opening shot.
But yeah, again, this is one of those things in those teams. In a team, it is so vital that when you call an attack timeout, you always have that one player who's just like, they're probably going to do something aggro. Because everyone's so focused on the new plan, you have to have someone that just brings you back and just was like, remember that they can do stuff as well. Because it happens more than 50% of the time, I would say. And it just works all the time, especially when it gets to like 11-11, like really high pressure rounds, you're all so focused on it. This is a good round from T1.
So damn clean with it. It looks like for EDG, that timeout is not going to lead to a round win, and given the money at the moment here for the squad, things could be rough. Chichu tries to get across.
Ever since Saya's picked up the op, he looks ridiculously good.
Holding that line the entire time.
Yeah, I'm putting him in the cryo bracket, man. They need an op every round, as fast as possible. Alright, one chance, and it looks like Kankan got his op out on attack as well, so he's had enough of this.
Feels like overtimes yesterday. But this is just the way that there's so much going on in this round. It's like I don't have enough time to talk about it, but first of all, they push on both sides of the map, Showers and B-Long, both of the extremities. That gives them a lot of information. And immediately after Sai gets that kill, he's on his horse to cover that spawn angle, kind of sensing the aggression that EDG naturally wants to take.
Judge, bear in mind if Smoggy gets a orb, then he gets ult. So it might be why we're seeing this heavy push in terms of 3 people over towards Long. Dizzy Flash. I like this overwhelm Dizzy Flash thing that they're doing. This is actually how Loud used it first time, right? On split, in terms of the Gecko. Nice shot. Oh, nice shot. Well, looks like we're going to overtime. Oh my god, his sense is just way too low for that. Dude, welcome to Valorant, man. That's so funny.
He's got the knives.
Let's go.
But he doesn't have a weapon that he can recover. Cloudburst's used up over the top. Showstopper now threatened. Popped over by the portal. Smoggy waiting. When and where does he send it? Side player anticipating and looks away for a moment.
Pretty unlucky. Okay, good news for T1 is Sai can buy an op in overtime.
This has been just such a great map. Both of these teams with so many good ideas, and EDG here, just crisp shooting. I mean, really, Haodong sometimes has been absolutely filthy.
Isn't his sense pretty high there?
Now
I mean, it didn't
Guardian.
look like it. I'm not gonna lie. Unless it was like one of those
Second
things where he was like at
Able
the
to
edge of
connect,
his
up and over,
mouse or
Gets the
something.
showstopper as well, but didn't matter. And, oh boy, what a round!
Alarms for tomorrow.
What a
Yeah,
map.
dude,
What a
5
map. It's
a.m.
not
Oh
over
my
yet.
goodness.
OT coming through here
It's gonna be a nightmare.
in our second Group B matchup. T1 probably feeling like they're pretty comfortably going to be able to take that down, knowing that several of the players were going to have a little bit of a weaker bye. But to no avail. Now, one timeout apiece as we roll this into OT and see who is going to be able to take this first map down.
I'm really curious. It feels like
The APAC, dude, APAC won.
anybody's game. We've seen
APAC won the
great
off
play
season.
calls from both sides, great change-ups from
I've
both
definitely
sides.
done more like
Some
crazy,
threes, some good
early,
plays.
either like 3 a.m. or
Times.
like 6 a.m.
Couple of these different
streams
players
this off
coming
season.
alive.
Like
Bit of
APAC
a-
owned the off season for events.
A bit of a sigh there from Kong Kong. He's kind of.
I mean, it's a hell of a way.
Yeah, he's feeling the pressure.
Hell of a way to kick things off. But I mean,
Carnage,
EDG,
mate,
they get
appreciate you.
themselves to this
Thank you,
point
thank you.
Despite dropping, both of the pistol rounds here. 2T1 fight back. They certainly want this. As the EDG fans, as mentioned before, out in droves.
No doubt. And it is not a far flight from a lot of those cities in China over to here, man. It is
not at all.
far at all.
Couple hours, couple $100.
Easy, yeah. Beijing is like an
All
hour
right.
flight.
Kang Kang up on defense. Saya
Glass cannon, we were seeing plenty
decides
of
not to go for the attack up. I
series
think that's
yesterday.
so fine, especially as it looks like we're going
this.
aggro. Same molly over
That
towards
operator
long.
over and over again.
And they definitely want to probably force
Otherwise,
through
he's
this.
gone
Interesting. There's
off
going to
the
have 3 people here. Are they going to try and go aggro
Similar
or
thoughts, and he is positioned in a good spot. This is where the majority of
The molly
players
missed.
are. Is he going to be cleared out? Chichu into the corner. Full flash. Kong Kong gets to find one, but Sai picks up
the
another
molly
one.
missed,
The
which means that
repeat
Kang
comes
Kang
in.
could kind of take some of these duels,
The trades.
and that is
Oh,
a
the flash
huge
is better,
flash.
however, but nobody can't quite get Izu.
Nobody was
Takes him to
so
19
sure
HP.
that he got that
Has
other
the
kill,
dig
by the way.
wallbang.
Nice from
Now
Izu to
Izu
instantly pick up
has
the
the
orb,
secret,
gets his
he
ult
sets
on
them
this one.
loose.
We have a massive 1v1 on the
Going
other
for
side of the map
TP,
as
the
well.
lurk from Rossi. Gonna bump into Haodong.
Spots him, gets the
Nicely
kill.
done from
And there's the
Rossi.
teleport. Smoggy already on the
Although
rotate.
Rossi hasn't been the
Chills have
flashiest,
fixed,
I actually
and
feel
he
like
sends
he's
it over
played
towards
really
Guardian,
well in terms.
who
He's
does not
been
have
pretty
that.
pivotal in a lot
Trying
of
to
these.
intercept this plan. Covering fire there from Rossi. Knows that he's behind the
Nice
box,
double
but he
swing.
can't get either of them. Isu somehow
Yeah, and this is a
survives
nice
the
round from them.
Gets
Really
three in
good
it,
from Izu. A little bit
and
unlucky
brings
from nobody,
T1
to be honest.
to map point.
What a play from Izu. I thought he was dead to rights after nobody landed that flash. And this step out, I mean, Kong Kong,
Whoa.
this entire play here is to get Kong Kong dead. They threw everything, dizzy flashes, smokes, you name it. But then Rossi, great play here. And then this is a double swing. The timing and the communication
Yeah.
already looking good for Izu and Rossi
true.
at the end. And that's phenomenal. Timeout right away. No doubt about it for EDG. They need it. Want to make sure that you don't go out real fast in OT, 2-0.
Yeah, need to extend this one. And we had multiple timeouts going
And
through
yeah, you get a new
yesterday.
timeout in overtime.
Yeah, I heard 'em
Everyone
all
gets
flying
one.
over there.
Everyone gets one
But
timeout.
I
So
mean, yeah, I mean a 15-13.
that's
Sentinels
why
versus
there's been
Midwest,
3 from them.
16-14 in DRX versus Full Sense. I haven't really gotten into an OT and then had it be a quick cleanup. So perhaps this will be a similar case after trying to right the ship here. Keep them in this.
You know, I know that anything's possible with this, the way this map's been going. You can see that it comes down to these really
Is there a
fine
draw in
moments
in
where
pro
both
matches?
teams do
Nah,
everything
man.
they
It's
have.
no
Thanks,
no
guys, do it
Overwatch
too.
style here.
That's what I like to see. But you know, I
See
love
that's
the way
what
that T1
that's
just
chat.
says we're gonna.
Oh
You,
boy.
you asked me why I was
Yes,
angry about the
yes.
Overwatch
Okay.
stuff earlier. That's
Dueling
why, because people think that you can draw
Trying to bring this into play.
in professional games, and that's all Overwatch's fault.
Both
Pressure
over it,
applied,
eh?
but I mean, yeah, you see this heavy stack here. It is just
So
Saya
the
player
ripple
over on
effect
that
of it.
east side right now.
They set us back
And
years.
EDG has to be careful of market. They're pinging the heck out of
Years.
it because they Got some contact.
Okay, 4-1 in terms of this one from T1, taking a bit of a gamble over towards B, and somehow EDG look like they completely worked it out. Yeah, they felt like someone had pushed down over towards here. They're really far back, dog. Don't know what you two actually happened. Well, they should never end. That's true. Attack up is now done.
Right into his line of sight. Gets the catch on a 1, but EDG still pushing forward. Have control of this one, but they're still wary that.
Keep an eye on the double flank behind. Double flank Sky Flash notes them. So now they're probably going to take some map control back of sight or just hold heavy showers. Oh, they take no map control. Oh man, EDG can have a rough time in theory. Someone's got to go huge. Got 3. Yeah, they got to take some map control. They got to do something.
Right before the blind would have popped. Wingman, get ready to go off. Hell no,
he thought the wall was going to be up longer.
Nobody able to find 1. Smoggy gets the 2nd. Triple pros now, they're in onto the site. Chichu finding 1. They're holding this one though.
Bro, he's sticking it. Oh my god.
Sticking it. Not like this, EDG!
No way. Oh my. Respect to Insta stick that in a 3v3. Nice first map. Holy hell, they look way better than I thought. Chat, double pistol though. Remember double pistol. Big reason why they won that.
They are fitting in nicely.